me tell it again for you. Try to embellish on that. Oh, good. I think we made a breakthrough in my problem here that I'm having. I've just been informed, I don't even know if I can do this, that Mila, who I never met, is upstairs with Maya and Summer. And they've been here the whole time. Boy, that's a new one. That's hard to put my head around. Kind of like 3 years ago when Will was here. But he just informed me. It's happened on Earth for him. And he agreed with me. How can that be when the one supposedly belongs to Will, and then the other one don't make any sense? But that's what we're talking about. Oh, and Summer has informed me that I can't change Mila because she's an uncontrollable slut that came all the way the fuck over here to fuck and get this. She's got the record. Both my brothers, the BBC upstairs, as I call him, the brown boy, this guy Mick. Come on, there's more. No, and Will. It's close to 10, I think, in one night. It was really quiet here, and I guess she did that all out in the car or something. I don't know why. I'm wondering why though they all came here, and some of them are old dear friends, and the brother thing, we're pretty close. Nobody dropped by to say, I think one of my brothers could have just slid in and be like, hey, came by to see you. No reason, I just want to have a little get together downstairs. Thought I'd surprise you. Nobody did that though. They must hate me. Everybody must. That they have to continually have this never-ending Jill fantasy about being in the house, getting fucked, and how they're enjoying it, and I'm not good enough for them or something. And they keep telling me that she likes to be abused, and telling me how she likes to be fucked, and telling me that my face is full of clogged pores and acne, and why I shouldn't do this and that. And I'm like, okay. He said, why don't you go make a fucking another meme about it? Or tell me that story again. Right. 3 years ago. Jesus, some kids started early. You had her in the workforce about 11 or something? 11 years old? And she's already been through my catalog? Jesus Christ, you weren't kidding. Geez, I never even got to meet her, so I don't know why she came. Oh, and I guess the story dropped off somewhere, whereas there may be allegations of a forced drugging and a raping again. But, and now this is kind of worrying me. I might be responsible for the actions that took place here on that night on Halloween that nobody reported or saw or gave a shit about and didn't happen. But yet, it's a very vivid story. I'm thinking about, what am I going to do? I did lure that child over here, didn't I? I don't remember how I did that. But I didn't see anybody. I heard voices, but I think it was just a little get-together or something, and then mostly the dude running around trying to fuck me up. But geez, that's terrible. But I'm confused, because I don't understand. She seems to take great joy in telling me this story. But, yeah, I know how girls do. Yep. And I know that everybody's eager to fuck a girl that throws forced drugging and raping allegations around. Best pussy in the world where you just throw your own shit away, right? But I'm in big trouble, guys. What'd you do? better show me a million professional videos of real sluts doing real shit with real men with real cocks and real talented girls, not lazy teenage bitches. Yeah, Deerhead's a real master of dicks. Look at her. Can't you tell? The little one. She's just, yeah. She's just on fire with this emulation of, extremely adult-like passion. But, I don't know. She likes it violent, but, I don't know. So how close is violence to rape and shit like that? How do I know if I've crossed the line? But I said, well, I'm working on that job, and and getting an identity and all that shit, and all that, a life and a soul back, and all that shit you just tried. But you can keep, telling me. And I don't know. I think it's fucked up that you hit on everybody I ever known, and none of them took you up on it. But yet you keep trying. And I see you reporting about what people look like, and you put everybody down. Mick's not looking good these days. He looks like fucking. I'm like, you didn't tell me that. And I got worried. I got all sad. I'm like, what's the matter with him? He's just old and he's a heroin junkie. I'm like, yeah, I know. But is he alright? The way she said it, thought he was dying on the internet. No, he's just not looking good. I said, oh, but Mick's a fox. A little me and Shannon joke. But no, I think it's just I knew a lot of Georges, but I guess this is this George guy. I'm getting sick of the name too. You know, my father was George, my grandfather was a George. He's George Harrison. My stepdad is a big George Harrison fan, as well as I am. And yeah, we can almost wreck the Beatles. But I'm having trouble realizing where I went wrong in this and and what I did exactly, you know. And why can't I ever be good enough for these bitches? You know, it seems like I'm always forcing them to be around me and give, you know, and just bringing out the very best in them or the worst in them. I don't know. But everyone you know, and we've been through that story 1,000 times, until the 2x4 comes down on your fucking head, guy, and I just break your head open in the parking lot. And it's a tragic mishap that could have been avoided, and it was funny as fuck. Until, I don't care if he's the police. I'll kill anybody if I can justify it in my head. But blood, yeah. For me to say my shit's funny is one thing, but for you to tell me I'm crazy and funny, that's the biggest insult in the fucking world. I'm a highly intelligent, sensitive individual that has better shit to do and deserves love more than any of these scumbags. And the fact of the matter is that these bitches do not want you whatsoever. And if they did, it's because they're slave to you and your shitty clique at a club somewhere or something like that, where you're king dick and you're probably losing all kinds of money if you treat people like that. Nobody want to hang around with a man like that. I never said you weren't the man, but now you ain't the fucking man. I can get a gaggle of retarded, busted bitches and keep them on a leash and treat them like shit, and go after their their ex-boyfriends and bilk. It's just like, listen, God. Not only am I bored out of my fucking mind, I don't care, and I'm extremely angry. You hear the things I say. You see the way people, it's a lost cause. And you want to keep fucking tugging on that powder keg? You're going to get it. Everybody that deserves it will get it. Oh, I know. What do you want me to do? You want me to run to the feds and help concoct a story that all you've done is just, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to. I'll sue the government for conspiracy against me. What do you think I gotta do? The story's way out of whack, and what you're doing now, like I said, it's basically like a war crime violation of the Geneva Convention. I told you, it's like Abu fucking Ghraib and shit. With the sexual shit you're doing in my mind, and you think it's funny? Why? I don't even know you. I never met you. What? I think that's the last time you're going to do that to somebody, though. I don't know. Don't you care about it? I mean, what do I got to do with your shit? I don't care what you do. I'm going to pick up the pieces. Oh, okay, so I better stay here and get my shit together in the cop box and do exactly as you say, right? It's the same thing every night. It's chaotic. You're obsessed with me. And now you don't know how to correct your shit. And God forbid. And now I can tell why you're acting up, because all your bitches are probably flipping their lid. They want to know me. Because I seen your best and you are not an entertainer. You can't bore people to death with this shit. But I think that, that's what you deserve. And with or without me, that's what's going to happen. You're going to ebb and flow. And I'm going to park that fucking ocean and draw lines in the sand and be like, listen, yeah. You do this to a lot of people? I'm not worth a damn like that? Alright. You want to tell me that story one more time, though? With 3 bitches over the course of 7 to 11 years, we've heard about each person I've ever known. You went back to nursery school. You went back to Camp Lovejoy with me. Mm-hmm. You involve the people I grew up, the people I was in my first band with, people that I adored. Another one called Brother. The truth of the matter is, we're teaching him how to. You don't know me and what I. I'm the perfect. I'm just like you, or I am what you want to be. Really, you may have more business experience, but I'm the one with the brains, and I can separate my heart and shit like that. And I don't get slaved to another man's bitches ever. I don't get slaved to another man's shit. Unless he's a drug dealer or something. But I don't pay for shit that. Look at this fucking face and talent. I don't pay for shit that happens naturally. There are tons of little bitches I could be out there fucking for free just because she likes me and it's fun. You can't date. Says who? The some strip club guy? I'll do exactly what I fucking want to do anytime I want to do it. You can try to stop me, but I don't see what the fuck you're doing in my life. Well, your dad and your mom and going around telling people you don't know who the fuck I am, obviously. You may have an idea, but what can I tell you? Thanks for fucking making me, And then I gotta put up with this shit, and then I gotta realize what the fuck is going on and what you really took from me and what I could be doing right now, and I gotta go. What you want me to tell you? I'm gonna come pick up garbage in your parking lot? No, I'm gonna be outside with a 2x4, and I'll probably beat you when you come out of your fucking bar one night with a fucking 2x4 to death, something like that, something. And you know it's true, and you know it's coming. From people I don't even know. What you afraid of? I'm gonna go to your club and I'm gonna eat up your shit like Pac-Man? Well, that's exactly what would happen. I'd probably become DJ and house fuckabout, and I would eclipse you and you would be forgotten. I don't need it. What do you got for me? I can drive your car? You think I'll steal your car and take it. Straight up carjack it. But that's not nearly enough. And then this is what you offer back to me? And then get mad and let them run wild and do your fucking work for you and get egos about shit? Who do you think watches or looks at your shit? It's all paid for and it's manufactured. What kind of war are you fighting? I'm not in it. You trying to cover up your shit? I don't care. Impress me. Win my fervor or allegiance. You haven't given me one thing. Why the fuck would I ever fall in line and do anything you told me or alluded to? It's not even entertaining. Why are you so interested in just that seems to be the only thing in all these years. The bitch and some dude, my dick, my face, the way I look. I don't even know you. If you got this great cock and you're the man, I mean, I would have taken your word for it, but I don't go out like that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Why are you taking such? Are you bisexual? I'm just wondering why the fuck you take such a strong interest in me, in the wrong way. That's not how bitches act, dude. They're not your little robots that you could just send out. Go get Thanatos. What's that make you? Posing to be everybody? That's not how bitches ever talk to me. Maybe at your club, and then I'd look at them like, is this the Twilight Zone? That's why I don't fucking hang around places that aren't fun. If I go to do, all I can foresee is me taking your shit, but I don't want it, never did. You can't put a price on my shit. Take my dick away, and now you're gonna have to sit there and wait till you earn the right to fuck a real working home. I don't want to fuck a real working home. I want to take what's mine and take my chance to see if I can get it. If I fail, I fail. You don't have to be in there doing that. You don't tax people's personal lives. Are you a manager like that? Are you an artist in the repertoire, man? Why are you even involved in it? How am I involved with you? I've never taken a red penny from you. Where the fuck you get off destroying my dick over the course of 11 years? People work for you. They're yes people. They suck your dick. They're yes people. For money. They'll tell you, and obviously they don't really need to act, or you don't care, as long as they nod their head and say, "Yeah, that's funny." Bitches know it ain't funny. They don't. If I don't understand it, how's a dizzy bitch supposed, or even a smart bitch supposed to understand that? Yeah, that makes perfect sense, and it's not. It's extremely fucking wacky. I understand it. And if there was ways to make jokes about this motherfucker, couldn't we do it and keep it simple, stupid, and make it actually funny, so people don't have to think? No, make it a big conspiracy theory, and I'm supposed to lose my shit over what you and a bunch of phantoms say? Well, here I am, dude. You said they're in the house rocking tonight, and it's a stone gas, and it's a freak out scene, and everybody's been here, and nobody. I love that, especially on Halloween. People like my first band and shit, and brothers, they don't even stop by to say that's fucked up. Oh shit. Well, come to think of it, they don't even call me anymore. I got two sisters too, and no, I did. I had a dad too. Probably still do, but I gotta hear you tell me like I don't already know, and I love that. If you're gonna break something, break it the right way, break it and let it be broke. What the fuck are you trying to do? If anyone gave a fuck, they would nip this problem in the bud before I fucking do. Baseball bat your fucking head. Somebody's gonna get it. It never ends with me. It's been 4 days of that. Apparently they just want me to wander up after these people who've been violent and standoffish with me and extremely abusive. I guess I'm supposed to still this is the impression I get. When they stop, that means the bitch needs me, and I should come running no matter what I'm doing, but have the right money and pray to God it's the right amount of money, and not really know what the fuck I got. There's nobody up there, dude. And if there was, and if there is, it's nothing I want to deal with. What kind of bitch would walk by my shit, be in this same unit? So, what I'm saying? It's just, no. And we've been doing it for 3 years, and I don't give a fuck. What about me? In all that time, nobody can, what are we waiting for, gentlemen? Okay. Well, yeah, this would be my first time with some kind of weird-ass glory hole like that, where some honey hole where I just gotta go wander around in the dark and be like, yo, where's the fee? Do I have to pay a fee, or is this a freebie? And not worry about, what are the two dudes gonna stand there and watch at gunpoint, or what? Why would I do that? That's a crazy person does that. If I went to someone's door and been like, yeah, I don't know, I heard you guys party or something? Heard you got some girls up in here, but I know you don't. I know it's just the little brown dude running around the other guy. What would you? I don't even want to know. She would flip shit and. Whew. And I do tremble when I see that bitch now, legitimately. But something tells me it's just it's something that she's got to do too. At least I hope it is. And this motherfucker, whoever you are, keeps telling me, we got reasons to hate you. I'm like, you don't have a fucking bona fide reason in this goddamn earth not to suck my dick and suck all my nuts forever. Feeding me men and heaven and food from, the gods. Fucking feeding me grapes and shit. That's what you should be doing. Master Exalted One Thanatos. It's a pleasure. We heard what you did back home for everybody. You walk down the middle, juggling the world, the moon, the sun, the gravity of the stars. I'm not the maker of the universe. You are. I got no help with that. But I'd love to know your reason for being mad at me. Because I said, well, I don't want to talk about Deerhead's autism forever. I've already had an autistic girlfriend for 13 years. And she was an English major, a genius. Her father was a teacher. I don't know what that bitch does. I'm not sure she likes dudes. Like, if she had a choice. And the other one, do you know how long 11 years is? And after all this misery, do you think I'm going to sit down and be like, it's all good? We'll help you get a job. Maybe you could sweep up and maybe he'll lend you the car for... Bitch, get fucking real. I'm going to go wander the earth now. But I'll be out there on Route 66 someday, right? Walking down that motherfucker. You're going to roll up. Hey, man, you sure everything's all good still? It's like, nobody cares but you. Why don't you just write about a character like me? But now you get it. And I should, it's just ridiculous. Then you got the audio guy here, like, all the time, and it's just like, get the fuck out of here. Okay, like I said, legally he owes me bounce downs of what he recorded. Or else, you will go to serious penitentiary for that. I will then, if my lawyer thinks so, give him all my tapes and videos and be like, well, it's up to you. You can go through this yourself and assemble your case compared to mine. What volition would I have going against a mob of motherfuckers? You came too late. I've been documenting this shit since the FBI was running on my roof. Since before my house burned down. But all you're interested in is my dick and what I look at on the internet. Which isn't much because it's locked the fuck down. Like, I'm trying to get back to the people that I thought loved me. They were hard. It was a hard love. It was a hard, don't touch me. You don't hug me. I'm your parent, but don't touch me and yeah, it's just hard. But there was some kind of love there because they would feed me, tell me stories and shit like that. Help buy me stuff, let me play drums, basic shit like that. And if I don't know. At least with them, everything was constantly changing, and you never knew what the fuck they were gonna do. It was a wild card at any moment. Get the fuck out right now. Get your shit. I don't even know what I did. With them, that's just how families are. And then I'd have to go, and then that's when you started jumping in. We got this. It's like what you did was a living abortion, and you did it in the wrong way, and you didn't tell people exactly what you did, and what. Like I said in the first place, the only people that should have been doing that. Really, are you my father? Are you my brother or something? But, what about my car? Anybody got a car? You know what I'm saying? Anybody got anybody got it in their heart to let me date how I want to date and do what I want to do privately? I mean, I'll join your fuck parties later, but I want to have something sacred. My thinking is perfect. Let one of my elder people teach me how it is, because I mean it's just harder and it's better and it makes sense, and even if it doesn't make sense, there's results in carrying out tasks for them. Don't do this, don't do that, go do this. And if I accidentally completed a task, it was somehow rewarding because there was progress there. I don't know. But, what can they do about it now? I mean, are you sure you know how it goes? I'll be in here, I could be in here dead a fucking week or two. And, I don't really care after that. I'll be dead and gone. But don't celebrate in front of my face. Take out your... You hate me, guy? You hate me because I'm everything you can't be. You could have had the best friend in the world in me. Just because you hate yourself doesn't mean that I would have hated you. You think I would have made fun of the way you look or something? Is that what you're worried about? So you took the bull by the horn, and you're the man. What, you thought by nature I was going to come and get you, and I was going to challenge you with my dick and conquer the land? Just wanted something sacred. Go out for coffee with the girl. Doesn't have to always be. Do I have to pay a bitch to go get coffee with me and then buy the coffee and then if I don't complete the sexual task, I gotta fucking answer to you? What if my dick don't work anymore? Yep. Funny how you do it every time. Let's give him a bunch of fucking Vraylar. And then, that's gonna warp anybody's mind. You're gonna get a lot of yelling, maybe. They're psychotropic drugs. And, you know what I mean? And if you don't need drugs like that, well, yeah, you get an adverse reaction. It's like, it's an induced psychotic, yeah. So maybe on Halloween, that's what I was busy doing, rolling with a psychotic episode from psychotropic drugs that I should not be taking, and I shouldn't have taken, and I don't remember taking, but I certainly know how they work. Shit like that. Seems like kind of a setup. Come on, man, come on upstairs and fucking tap in, dude. It's like my dick is dead. All I got is this burning and this energy to just rip apart and destroy, but I can't. And I can't hold this fucking rage for 11 years. And I think you know it too. We're scared of you. Somebody said, I'm like, well, you probably should be by now. If you're a girl though, why? You're scared of him. You ain't scared of me. Why? Because I might save you and you'd have to think or feel? Believe me, I don't believe you. I don't think you're capable of it. And I mean, why is it this dude is hell bent on? I know the thing now. I'll be looking at unrelated bitches, and now he's right next to me. I got that, guys. What about this girl? What about it? Why do you need me to hand select them for you? I have to be your eyes too. The bitches you like are just unremarkable, unmemorable. I'm just saying, they are. It's just something doesn't look right. I like real bitches. They can be totally skinny and have no tits and be the best fucking lay ever, but not the way you like. These bitches you can't remember what they look like 5 minutes later. These amateur bitches you can. They gotta be unique. And not because you can pay them a lower wage or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, you're not an artist, and that's that. I'm not a businessman. Yes, I am, but hey, I don't really think that's a business. I think that's just a mill. I mean, there's one in every town in America. I like to go deep underground. I want to go deep underground and buy lots, a whole bit on a lot from the ocean. Lithuanian bitches or fucking, exotic girls. Wait till some kind of political conflict and then immediately start bankrolling those girls. Finally, South America is having problems with America and they need to escape. Let's go round up all the South American girls and bring them to America. Hell yeah. Italian girls, German girls, which would never happen. Germany will crush us. But still in all, you should be importing bitches if you think you're that good. Why do you insist on getting I only have to go 5 feet to get this bitch. Yeah, well, it's expected of you. McDonald's, they build their own shit and it still sucks, but I mean, at least they're self-sufficient. No, we'll get our own fucking chickens and lay our own fucking eggs and redefine biology just to keep that bank rolling. And the services are lame, the music's lame, the vibe is lame, it's overexpensed, lame. You insist the bitches be the most unfuckable things in the world. Do not even fucking talk to them if there's no money. It's like, if I put 100, bitches count my money the other night. If I have $100 down and it's attended for her and she calls that's I only get fucking $400 a month now. I used to get $800 before I met you. But, But 100, I gotta pay. Wait, I'm not. And then she's gonna laugh when I'm poor. You put me here. He said, come on, man, run our race. And I'm like, I probably bought the clothes on your back. I probably bought your automobile. I probably bought the new additions to your fucking club and a whole cast and crew of new bitches. But I got news for you. You better straight up fucking jack me. I don't give my money like that. When I give my money to bitches, I do it on my way. I don't pay for that kind of service. That's why I've never employed you. You took my services. Why would I be paying you? And you have no intention on telling me what you know because at this point, I'm just straight up convinced you know nothing. What, and you know, maybe you're just not, maybe you're just getting too old to do this. They need a fresh face, man, in these clubs to sell these hoes. Someone that has the gift of gab. Doesn't look like a fucking yes man, you know, like a dweeb, but fucking wearing Izods and fucking corduroys with a smug ass look on his face, going, "I'm the fucking man." Even in your club, I told you, locked it. You know, that's why I don't fuck. I know what you are. I've seen it. That don't impress me. The way you treat me, I should be thankful. To you? I doubt it. No, I don't think I am. I don't expect you to be thankful. But you leave me the fuck alone and get off the fuck. What you gonna do in a week or something when I'm out of here? I'm dropping off the end. That's it. I'm gonna stay gone because of you. Can't have a face, can't have a soul, can't have a because because you're Summer and the lesbian and your fantasies are number one, and they're fucking all, you know. It's like a lot of those people you named are exclusively gay, but I believe you. I believe you. Now they're just heartless fuck machines that fuck women violently, as if, you know, gay sex isn't violent though, right? It's not masculine, right? Yeah. I bet you if my friends were to fuck your bitch in the ass like they fuck their boyfriend, your bitch, yeah. Don't compare. You, and don't tell me you. Yeah, dude. If I start going to your club and banging your bitches and choking them, pulling their fucking hair, shit like that, that's what? She said she likes it violent. What you gonna do? I don't fuck with that shit. Join this cult. I take one look around, look at the 10 or 20 bitches you got, go, yeah, whatever. And let me throw my life away and join the fucking cult and get the fucking haircut and dress like this fucking guy and be totally full of shit. And totally, the only thing that satiates me and makes me feel full is if a bunch of people are paid a meager wage to entirely service me, and I'm the most despicable scumbag alive. That's kind of how I see it. I'd rather be a don about it, you know? I don't know about honor, but I would be a gentleman about it, even when I was killing you, depending on how I felt about you. I treat you accordingly. You know, I would separate my shit, and maybe I'd bang a special girl, but I don't want everybody knowing that. That's bad for business, don't you know? You want to indict, well, you have everybody, well, I'm supposedly tied to that, so how can I ever fuck with you? And plus, you're not giving me anything real, just stories that people over here hear. It's not a big deal. But don't waste my time. You have no respect for me like that, where you can waste my idle time when I'm trying to relax and I'm sick and I want to look at bitches. I'm not even jerking off. I'm just admiring film and bitches. And we interrupt this message to bring you yep, here it comes. Every day. And it started before them. So don't even try to be talking about you. Same rigmarole. These kids were young when this shit started. The same old. You know what I mean? Some of them are just cold as ice and they don't even try to have a heart. So, you can't blame them. You should blame who influences them. And look at the confusion you create and how terrible it is and how it ruins good shit. It ruins everything. You know, even where you can't even keep a journal anymore. You gotta wear it, which I understand, but I don't do that for you. I love to openly fucking beat you down because it's like you can't fuck with me like that. You're not my fucking father or something like that where I'm gonna obey you. I don't honor you. You've said some shit to me that is just straight up repugnant and just like, wow. I think I look like I'm your age, but you don't look very good, and it's like, who the fuck? And you look like a little dude. What are you gonna do if I put my hands all over you? You're not the man like that. I'm glad you can have your way with these bitches. I praise that, but you forget, dude. Your boy won't be there. I'll be there. That's where it's at. You should be controlling the shit, not promoting what kind of businessman or self-respecting individual period wouldn't want to clear this up. I'm supposed to sit around and wait for my magic call from Dwayne. You know, I've heard that before. I don't really need to talk to anybody. Nobody really seems to need to talk to me. And they might buy into the fear factor, but I think they're figuring it out now that you hold no sway over that. It's important I respect my other family here. Not you. My dick is not, you know? Because, you know, and I respect you to a degree, but I think that, you know, it's gone far enough, and I'm glad you quit when you did. You should take your other shit, because it doesn't seem like you quit. And that's really, and I remember feeling too, like, really busted up about that, because I was really excited. I thought you were sincere when I found out, or believed for 1 minute that I was going to be learning something from someone who actually gave a fuck. You know? So it was hurtful on so many fucking levels. But I gotta go find that job for you now and start, you know, making these payments on the house. And, yeah, fuck you. Is that what you think? Alright then, little brown boy. I don't owe you a fucking dime. Get fucking real. Copyright strikes every time I show the world what you do. Maybe you shouldn't get high and think that you rule the fucking universe. Yeah. You do it so much you forget how crazy it is. And act like it ain't going on. It's going on, man. You can be fucking nosy and contribute to the confusion, and I've warned you against that, and I'm still warning you because I can't control it. I know somebody that. No, it's not like that, dude. You can't control it either. Once. You know, it's a chain of reactions. When someone reacts and it's going to go backward, and it's like a lot of people, times are changing. Everything had to be liquidated anyway. Why would you set a chain? That's goddamn. It's like you are being. What is the CIA trying to get rid of your group or something? It's like, why are you trying to light everything on fire for no fucking reason? You're not thinking. I'm not some crazy motherfucker. Everybody knows me that even watches the YouTube. Nobody buys your shit. I'm creative. I could really rip your mind out if I wanted to. Pay no mind. Or try not to until it crosses the line, and then you want to get indignant when. But it's confusion. That's what happens when there's confusion. I don't blame you. But I expect you to get wise when it's time to get wise. And that dude, it's that fucker doing it again with the sunroof. He's the fucking culprit with that shit. I don't know him. He ain't going out with my girlfriends and shit like that. It's like you're a little boy. You know what I mean? And even if you did, what the fuck is your interest? You got kind of weird. You're shorter than me. How would you look with a girl that's 6'3"? Really? That's your cherry pie? No, it ain't. She's gay. And a psycho. And she's not like a pussy like you. She's been to prison and she was, yeah. I don't fucking care about her though. She's a fucking idiot. Another slave. You can't hate them. That's the life they know. Maybe you should talk. Maybe you should have been a mother in the first place, bitch. And explain to your daughters, you can do that, but don't do it to a point like this where it's public, and now you're inspiring, you know. The interest of strangers, disappointed strangers when they find out who you are. And it's like, this is what it's all about. It's like, it's bigger than you could possibly fucking realize. It's bigger than you could possibly fucking know. Even if you think you know and you've got clearance and a special fucking set of credentials that gives you all the late, you know, you still don't know. People are telling me, you won't believe how. I'm like, yes, I would believe it, and I'm totally disinterested. The way to yeah. Do you want to read that book? Well, it begins with the world raping my ass, and I'm going to find it interesting and tell you it's unique and epic. No, it's pretty ordinary and fucking plain, and I refuse to give faith to God. It's ridiculous. I don't know who God is. God is not here today in this life. It's like, no shit. Now, one person would have the brains to be the devil and show true love. And try to seduce me in the desert and be like, Take me up to the highest point. I love, you know that's the best story in the world. Show me all of the works that my Father created and that you actually have the keys to it anytime. And you say to me, I loved your Father. He created me. I was his right-hand man. When he created the galaxy, he made me the brightest Lucifer. Before I fell, that was my name, Lucifer. The giver of light, the brightest star in the heavens, the son of the morning star, angel of the morning. Shit like that. After that shit happened there, I still love him. And I still hate him. But you, Jesus, you are fucking extraordinarily beautiful. And you should be mine. And I am the keeper of all your Father's works now. Why haven't you been able to get them? Isn't it beautiful? Look at its glory. Look at its magnificence. Look at its power and might and beauty. All you have to do is just say you will. Won't you, Jesus? I have knowledge that you would not believe. Jesus, you're not a God like that. You know, you won't live forever. I will live for close to forever. Some say you're even just a mortal. But I know that you're Jesus, that you're God's son. And I was there. Don't you feel like I'm your uncle or your brother? And Jesus is even weeping at this point, like, wow. And I think he wants to sleep with me. And he was tempted because Satan was so fucking beautiful to Jesus. And no, he was caught up in the moment. But no, you want to be God. It says God said what? God abandoned everyone and said, fuck this, I'm outie. And he said, yea, are the lust of your father, the devil. And the lust of your father, yea, will do. And I didn't know that one until I got an album with that in there. And it opened up a whole new set of shit. That's when God resigned from the world. He said, you know what? All this shit that I never intended has entered the world. Death, all this disgusting sin, this shit that should not have been, and I can't seem to get a hold on it. That's the way you want it, you know? He's your Father. And whatever he wants or lusts after, believe me, you will see to it, to a T, that he gets that. I walked away and said, I'll be back in Revelations, you know? With what? Some good news? Salvation? No. Armageddon, apocalypse. Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom, that he who hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it's a human number. Its number is 666. 777. It's basically the same thing. Armageddon. The end. One is finite, the other is not. Either way, there is no black and white anymore. It's over. Armageddon. Blow the 7 trumpets, woe to the inhabitants of the fucking earth. I'm the archangel of death. Watch it unfold. You know? You couldn't even make up some shit or just be, just try a little. Here, dude. I know we're into it probably for in excess of maybe $1 billion. I don't know. But here's a little something. It's like 500,000. $50,000. It's something, isn't it? $50,000. I'm not. Well, then you shouldn't be doing, and calling yourself God. Then you should be able to snap your fingers and be like, that's irrelevant to me. Mm-hmm. Turn me a trick and make me believe. Both deities did that. They were eager to do that at times. Just to prove a point or break a law. Jesus had so much. He didn't. He would always doing magic tricks when he was young. Just because he resented it. He resented it. Oh, this is bullshit. I can't do this on Sunday. I'm gonna go to the beach and fucking make sculptures in the sand of birds, and then I'm gonna animate them, and then they're gonna turn into real birds and fly away. I'm going to just walk down the street randomly and zap people that pissed me off with instant death, or take their legs away, like in the lost books of the Bible. My grandmother gave that to me when I was like 11 or 12. From the Vatican. That'll set you right. And you'll be like, nobody's innocent in this book. So what does it matter if you're God? You created what? The guitar? Everything I still love? My cat? I doubt it. My mom? I doubt it. I don't owe you any gratitude. Not even the devil did. I'm not gonna waste my time following around some fucking mortal man for no good reason. You better be Jesus Christ. So I must be Jesus Christ. Or the devil, since you're reluctant to be him. This is how you kill time. This is how you intrigue people. I'm not on this stage to entertain, the things you talk about. You're right. I'm not gonna change that bitch. That's the way she is. I don't want to change that bitch. I want her to change. Yeah, I do. I want her to stay the fuck away from me indefinitely. If I can't immediately kill her or silence it. But now I've got you. So what are we supposed to do? Do you know what a punk you look like? You look like the biggest slave to Igor and his crew that ever lived. The people I know have large stables of bitches. Okay? Various types and anything you want. And there's no, drink, two drink minimum, you're fucked up. If you want to take them home and put their head in a fucking box and keep them under your mattress, that's on you. You bought that bitch. Isn't she a pretty bitch? They make sure the teeth are perfect. They make sure it's all perfect. That these are perfect bitches. You got a stellar bitch, man. Treat her well or don't. Why would I go? Get some bitch that I used to fuck anyway for free on the cheap, and you probably seen me with her 20 years ago and yoked her up. Now I'm gonna pay her for what? Totally. Are you insane? How do you expect people to react to that? And now you want what? Some bitch to get proactive and get brave like a suicide commando and come save me? All they can do is look from afar and never utter a word. And it could be completely dead ass silent. And Christmas morning there on or whatever, a day of peace, you're over there firing off cannons on my front lawn going, this bitch is looking at you. It's like, I don't know, dude, you took my eyes away. Or I took them away for you so I didn't have to deal with you. But now I'm here getting, Just because I fight you to the end doesn't. You're just trying to cover up a bigger issue that I don't care to elaborate on. Just get the bitches up. Get whatever bitch you're putting on me off my shit. Nobody cares. I don't owe her a fucking thing. She doesn't control what I do. People that overhear shit want to, I'm your dad. It's like, oh yeah, I'm so gullible. Hey dad, how you doing? Tell me some dad shit. I know we don't got too many memories together, but geez, I don't know. Give me something. This is Nick. Waiting. No, you ain't. You know what I mean? I'll know them to my last day. I grew up with them. This is summer. This is. I know it's summer, but it's summer talking for her. This is the dare how this was. Yeah, I know you've been a consistent cunt the whole time. Nobody cares about you. Tell your son. And now he's on YouTube telling people he's going to rape my sister. I'm like, that's slander and libelous. I'm doing a fictional show. You're talking about coincidence. You can't make level like, well, I have a sister, Mila, and you said you were going to do this to her. Even still. So, did I? Have we ever met? What do you care? And what do you want to do about that? What kind of charges would you level at me? You going to tell my mom to make me stop? My mother knows that you're in on it. And she's hoping that you were trying to that broke her heart. You want to do that just to what? See how the weather is and if it's all good? Just shut up, bitch. No, I know how you operate. You ain't never getting take advantage of old people, really. Or, shit you glean from people say, oh, that door's always open. We can just, and look what it, yeah. Nobody's running around bothering your shit. You're still bothering me. No, I own the internet. Well, don't you understand that by you limiting services like that, you finally changed some names. And it's like, but for years you were using that URL. That's like saying you're the 3M company with a fucked up logo that looks kind of like it. It's like, dude, you can't do that. You can't say, you can't reroute a user's. You can't do that. There is conduct, even though there are no e-laws. There is still conduct, and you will get railed on all levels. For conspiracy, for racketeering. Nobody knows what you're trying to do with that. For, God, totally, the videos you were showing me, Is that shit ever on a network, even if you're into femdom? Is that femdom? Femdom it has been number one in this country since 5 years ago? Your useless dick. Has it really? I don't think so. Next to it is gay, but it's all lesbian. Shit like that. It's like you can't do that. Alter services. And the user can only use keywords and tags that you put. All of them are derogatory or point to other users that I may not know about. What you trying to do? Well, obviously your friend knows that, I know it's fucked up. She knows it's fucked up. Well, it's genius. It is. It's totally selfish and disgusting. You ain't ever the bitch. And if I wanted you, I'd have you. And if I wanted to change you, I'd do it. Because I'd show you results. Don't be like this. Be like this. Give it a try. And if it don't work, you can, most bitches would be like, I want to give it a try. What do you mean? I could just sit here at home and you get another job even? If I had to. Or unless you really like doing it. It's up to you. But none of them really like doing it after a while. It fucks with their femininity. And from the looks of it, you fuck up all these dudes' dicks, and they never get to leave the fuck circle. And then I'm supposed to get mad about a red-haired guy fucking the redhead or something. It's like, first of all, how are you gonna blame the guy? Period. But given the circumstances, he really can't venture too. I mean, and he can't venture too far out of the fuck circle, right? After all, did we join La Cosa Nostra or a fuck club? You want to do that? I don't know who you know. You can do whatever you want. That's why I stay the fuck away. I know better. I was raised within crime. I mean, my parents would spit on me. They'd be like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be running this motherfucker, not." But I'd be running it and hanging out and lamping too. But I don't want them to see that. Italian parents, fucking. You better, stay busy instead. You better be the very best pimp that ever came. I want you to get every bitch in this country. Or whatever I'm doing. You're going to war? I want you to buy arms I want you to meet this guy. He knows a dude in the FBI, and this dude knows a dude from the CIA, and he can hook you up with the dudes all on the East Coast and the Atlantic with the secret, military bases and give you arms for free, and they'll take an interest in it. And start making plans around your shit, and that'll be a revolution. Happens all the time, every 10 minutes. Someone's gonna catch on to this shit eventually. And it's a little thing. But it's not gonna be, I used to call it a winch hunt for me. Because I thought you had mistaken identity or something. And I'm like, no. But the witch hunt will probably be for you eventually. And I don't think it'll be much of a witch hunt. It'll probably just disappear because it seems like this ain't how it's done. Not one of you was a man. You want to perpetuate this? Yes, after we get done, I'm gonna try not to cry, and I'll give you a great big hug. But the second I get 1 second of silence, I'm gonna make a secret call to the feds and make a deal in the wrong way. How do you know that I'm not already in that circle? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you theories. I'm not, okay? But how do you know? Because if I'm not for sure, I'm for sure now. But if I was never for sure and I never had a fucking clue, I thought I knew something. I always knew you very well. And they did, and it's just like, wow, I'm a piece of shit though, lower than. Actually, I'm not. I think you know who I am. I could be Lord High Executioner if I wanted to be, or Lefty, Lord High, if I wanted. But I'd rather learn. I'd rather secretly, yeah. That's when I become the quiet Don. And when I speak, it'll be deafening. But you won't see my face or hear the voice. And I've given you nothing but time to to try to talk like me. And although you like the words I use and shit, which is nice, but I don't think people are allowed to imitate me. You probably got to think no, but there is no campaign against me, and you're still going on. Really? Constantly trying to, I'm blackmailing, I'm stalking you? I ain't stalking you. What the fuck's your definition of stalking? You've seen my face, I haven't seen yours. And I'll be like, who's this bitch? I don't talk about her. And maybe I was, so what? review the whole shit. Like I said, turn over your tapes. And give you the extracurricular ones of what everybody's been doing to me all this time. Because you can't avoid it. You can't think. You have to run a fucking live stream of nothing all night just to get some fucking sleep and shit? No. And what? And the real reason is what? You don't have these things? Well, what are you trying to prove? Who gives a shit? Okay, just reside me as an asshole and go about your life. You never see me on your floor. You never see my face at your door or fucking with you. I know better. When people talk to me on the show, I have to tell them that. It's like, you don't know me. Which name are you using? I got so many fucking shits that I don't even, nobody responds, the right ones. And I'm like, just keep it down, dude. I'll never fly away like an eagle into the fucking, maybe I don't want people to know. Hey, man, there he is. It's like, dude, it's freakish and it's hard enough on me alone. I still lost everything in the past, which I have to get good with, and I am, but how do you do that when it's constant reminders of your loss? Shit like that. We want you to sit and stare at the fucking wall. And when we need you, we'll stop on the floor when the little dude gets home. That means you get on the phone and he starts a diatribe. I don't even know the kid. I told him 10,000 times over the computer, meet me the right way, come up with a plan, and whatever. But I mean, I don't hold. If you got this power that you're talking about, well, go use it and use it well and be mighty. You're young. You don't need me. I'm kind of. Take a look at my life, dude. Would you ever want to see yourself like this? Be careful. That's why I always thought drugs were the way to go too. Tommy Karate. I'm a fucking top number 1 or 2 drug dealer, and I'm one of the most prolific fucking serial killers ever for the mob hitman. That's how I feel. Because the murder and money and drugs, hand in hand. If I was with you, I know that we want to get the good drugs, so we're going to be cutting corners, but keeping the quality for everybody. We'll do whatever it takes. We'll study. But we're not giving out an extra dime where we don't need to. And it'll still rise above the cream. But that's just about dreaming now, because other people and their pussies and dicks are much bigger. And don't think I'm blaming this on you. I told you, this shit has been going on since you were you were definitely, all you guys were not born as just babies. And look what they tell you. Lies. Straight up lies. They lied to you. They lied to me. But, look at them protesting that. They did. They didn't? Okay, they told you the truth about everything. What's the truth? I'm responsible for what? You gonna stomp on the floor and what? Because hey buddy, just trying to be your friend. You said you wanted to be a partner with me. Or some shit I heard. Why are you gonna, hey, I'm older than you, wiser. Got all the juice, got the connections. I was gonna help you. You don't like that though. You got all the answers. Well, that's not partner. What do you need me for? Oh no, you just want to continue to roll me? And throw me a fucking sandwich every... Dude, I've lived places you don't want to know. I've lived a life you don't want to know. When you have to... I want to see you deal with great loss and see you recover from it. Let your whole world die and then find out that you actually did that. Shit like that. Turns your heart to cold. I don't know you. You must fuck with me? Well then come down here and we'll go 13 rounds right here in the kitchen. I swear to God. We got enough room. I'm not boxing the big one, but I'll box you and I'll beat you to goddamn death in here. You don't stomp at me. What makes you... I can't tap on your roof and let you know, but you can stomp on the floor and walk around like that when you come? And do shit like that? Your friend don't like it. I don't like it either. It's very disruptive. Creates confusion. Maybe he's just trying to relax with a fucking beer sitting up there. And it's the same thing I said yesterday. Don't tell me that they like that, the sounds you're making. They don't like that. It's obnoxious and it's not funny. I don't care what you do, but Why do you feel? Why you got it in for me? Come give it to me then. Explain your shit. Put your fists up. Take your shirt off. I'll fucking go ahead and try to move this fat ass. I'm a fucking hate tank. You're not gonna move me. You know? Even if anybody hits me, it's gonna take a lot to take me down. You know? I'm a big fucking, you know, and I'm tough. What do you want me to tell you? I'm gonna kill you. I don't care about you. I just want you to fucking grow up. If I have to deal with your shit, you don't stop on a grown man. I don't owe you a thing. We don't like your talking and make too much sense. Well, you gotta work harder on your propaganda, and they did lie to you. Wherever you come from, that's the whole. Obviously, you don't understand church and state either, and control. Well, if you were some kind of a mafioso guy like you say you are, you will understand right off the rip from that your mommy's lying to you. Your mom has to. Your father told you gentle lies about harsh realities because he wanted to protect you and he knew that you had to be a killer. He had to turn your heart to gold. But you got all these feelings. You don't like me challenge. You know the truth. Well, I thought you were a mobster, not a fucking clairvoyant and know-all. If you got the answers for a question I don't have, why don't you stop? Why don't you come down and give it to me? Don't stomp on the floor. You included your shit into mine. Why wouldn't I talk about you? And I always do it in a way that you could take both ways. It seems that she and the other dude understand that, and they tolerate it. Because I'm trying to make them see that ain't right. And it isn't. The one bitch said to me, I should hate you, but I don't. And that was one of the greatest things I ever heard, because I'm like, they lied to you. And that's all I ever heard. But it's just the nature of the shit. You'll get over it. And be careful and watch what goes on and learn from it for next time, so you could do it to a motherfucker before it happens to you. What makes you think that I'm confused and I'm a prisoner to you and shit like that? I'm just trying to be polite. You know? Okay, you can stomp on the floor and mirror me with the phone and get high and think, dude, you gotta find shit to do. If you had, like I said to you from day one, if you have these bitches up there, which is every bitch, when would you find the time to fuck with me? Just, hold it down, nail it down, bro. You're the man then. You know? I ain't heard a peep though. I ain't heard a fucking errant cry of pleasure or anything, or just, smell perfume or seen a bitch really. Not that it would bother me. I mind my business. I don't care. Like I said, if you have Sodom and Gomorrah up there, I'll try to mind my business about it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a mill, like I said, for child slavery or for satanic practice, to bath a bit. I don't care. Provided, because people do this and they let you know things like that and you can overhear things. It doesn't mean that you fucking should. And if you feel stupid for acting away, you need to take that on yourself. You're not listening to a word I say. I don't know you enough to give you, but I know what I know. And I'm warning you to stay the fuck out of it. If you want something ahead, go try it on your own. Why the fuck would you tell me? And I keep asking you all these years, well, how should I do that? Help me out. I mean, I'm serious. Like, if you really gave a fuck. Most people would be like, oh, you want something? Well, this is what I do. I do it on like Friday or something, And what you do is you go, and that's how it usually goes. You didn't try, and it's bullshit, and whatever. And my suffering means, oh, no, I don't. Do you think I'd love to sit down with Andrew? As soon as you motherfuckers get the fuck away from me? Shit like that. I'd like to sit down with my buddy Theo and Tim and Alex and all them guys. The real ones, that I give a fuck about. Still, I can't help it. I refuse to do that with your shit standing behind him, and I'll be like, okay, Mom, right? Okay, Brian, we did this all for them back then. We saw the future, right? And he knows this bullshit too. Somebody keeps invoking him. I don't want to talk about it. It's sacred. And it hurts, but now I can just tell you straight up. No. I won't talk to anybody. I can't. I'll be damned if I'm going to put you on the spot like that. No, when I see you next time, it'll be in fucking heaven or hell, and we'll be doing it at our leisure. Not with pig bitch there going, and you know what else he did? I heard quite enough out of that shit. And I don't even want... First of all, I don't know why I had to be involved, but I don't... Hey, That's the way it went down. We don't need to get into the nitty gritty of it. But most people are alive and kicking about it, and they're like, you know what, it's a shame, and we might as well just let it go. But there's no help. What I'd ask from people is to just help me along the way, with this shit. If at all possible, I think it's, But then again, don't do that because, well, yeah, go ahead and do that. I don't think what's he gonna do? Stalk you with fake people that you don't fuck with anyway? He'll fuck with you for a minute, but you'll be like, who cares? The real truth is, these are crazy bitch stories that nobody knows about, nobody believes or cares, I think that anybody would realize, okay, we've accomplished that mission here. Every bitch he looks at, dude, you can't take away someone's dick and make them sit in a thing. Well, you might form a relationship and what? Find privacy and fucking go live in a tent? Get real. Get real. That shit was already here before anybody did what they did, and I think it's been done before, and I think nobody gives a fuck except for you. I think I've convinced the world that I don't give a shit. What the fuck else do you expect people to do? And I've seen it before too. It's not as bad as you think. I'll be set up in one way or the other. I'll always be a bad brother. Word to the motherfuck. That's me. I don't need you for anything. The shit you're offering is insincere and it's an insult. You get offended because I'm blindly fighting off one of your other friends. Well, it's your regimen. So you're there with all that good sense. Just tell me in 20 minutes about how the three bitches and Igor and whatever your buddies are. And so what? Chances are you're just a little kid that doesn't have any, and you're just fucking around. And maybe hired by somebody at the best big fucking deal. You're going to now go into the realms of disrespect? They expect me to handle that. Okay, I'll go hire a couple guys, some big dudes, and I'll start hanging here with a faux gang and be like, okay, if you see that dude, go give him hell every time. Rip his fucking car door off. Give him a message that shit's over today. But I don't give a fuck like that. I got nothing to protect. I gave it all away. That's why I'm your dad. Honor thy father. I mean, come on. Exhausting motherfuckers. Somebody better be writing that down.